Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Let's Play of AI Somnium Files. I am Crybaby Pumpkabun, or Lulu. Okay, so last time we did the Somnium for the politician. We found Iris getting stabbed in the memory. We saved Iris in the memory somehow. And then when we came out of it, we questioned the politician about stuff. But then we got a call afterwards from the crime scene investigators at Okira at the warehouse, and there was no longer a dead body there, which, as I mentioned, is contradictory to actual evidence we prior had. So I am interested in this. This is very interesting. We seem to have the Somniums actually affecting the real world, and I want to know more about that. So we're gonna get right on into it then. All right, cold storage warehouse, Sunday at 11:25 p.m.
What do you mean there's no body?
I mean,
yeah, we looked everywhere, but nothing.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
sorry, Iva wasn't in our eye when we saw this, so I was thinking at one point that it could have been a hallucination, like an augmented reality that Iva could have been showing us, but Iva was dead during it.
I saw it. I know I saw it. I saw Iris's body with my own right eye.
Then perhaps someone moved the body between the time we left and CSI arrived.
That is the only logical explanation under normal rational circumstances. However, with the Somniums and this being a video game, this does not seem like it. I don't think that's what it's gonna be, but that is right now the most reasonable conclusion.
No, there's another possibility.
There is?
We saved her. Okay, that was a quick scene. Sagan residence, Sunday at 11:58 p.m. We're almost on to day 4.
Date?
Iris!
What are you doing? Barging in without ringing the doorbell?
For real.
Oh, you see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place.
Okay.
Something wrong?
The world changed.
It seems like it did. That's wild. We're affecting change in the real world by affecting change in the Somniums. Day 4, Monday. Police headquarters, Monday at 9:32 a.m.
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday. She wasn't killed.
Okay.
True, but that was only a dream.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
That is what I'm wondering.
Impossible.
This feels like we're getting some morphogenetic field type fun.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
If you know, you know. Alright. Looking around the room like I do every time. A Matryoshka.
Hey, Date, who's cuter? The Matryoshka or Iba?
Iba.
The first one.
I will carve out your insides and turn you into a Matryoshka.
You're kind of a Matryoshka with Iba inside you. A Matryoshka. I just like saying that word. That Large key is not new. I do remember this. It's a large key. A cabinet. I wasn't saying Matryoshka with his voice, whatever. Boss's chair.
You know, the kanji for chair comes out to strange mushroom.
I did not know that.
Makes me think of a man's strange mushroom, if you know what I mean.
The two of you are two peas in a pod. Oh my god.
Seriously, is that the only thing you can think about right now?
That's usually all you can think about, Date. Boss's chair. Bags hung up on racks. They're filled with whips, shelves, the entrance, Ma's tombstone. There are wine bottles lined up. Some of these things we clicked on last time, and this time they had new stuff to say, so that's why I'm doing this still. A remote control car.
If only I could control you with a remote. Make you do this, make you do that.
That scares me. I'm into it. An RC car. I mean, what? Boss's friend, Mario.
If only money rained down from the sky.
Boss's friend, Mario. A flag with big catch on it. A sober restaurant door curtain. It's a Tanuki statue.
I can't believe it's not a raccoon.
Nope, it's a Tanuki.
What?
Which I think is different from the raccoon dog, but they're similar. It's not a raccoon. No, it's a Tanuki. A soccer ball.
I've been wondering, which balls are bigger? Yours or this soccer ball?
That soccer ball, that would be so uncomfortable and so not healthy.
The soccer ball, obviously.
A soccer ball. It's a volleyball. Boss's desk. There are stickers all over the front. There are. There's a nice rug here.
Under no circumstances are you allowed to look under this rug.
I really want to now.
Do you understand?
No.
What have you got under there?
The Persian rug is laid out. There's a clock off to the side of her desk. A dead clock. She has a computer on her desk. The type that has a monitor built in. That's the same thing we said last time. An electronic darts game.
So the darts board has all these holes, and the tip of the dart goes in, right?
For real.
It's kind of sexual.
Everything is sexual for you. It's
I do not understand.
impressive.
What is sexual about it?
It's okay, Iva. You're just like me.
You don't want to know.
Thank you. I actually appreciate that, Date. An electronic darts game.
Happy birthday to you. That song used to be copyrighted, you know?
Yeah, I'm so glad it's not anymore.
But now it's public domain and I can sing it to my heart's content. Don't you love it?
Yes. A happy birthday banner decoration. A pumpkin carved like a jack-o'-lantern.
Where should I put old Jack here?
On your head.
I thought his name was Bill.
I thought it was Jill. A pumpkin. A bookshelf. It has tons of things stuffed in it. A police poster. A boy band poster with Boss's husbandos.
I sleep with a different one every night. They're so fluffy.
Oh.
Oh, body pillow.
A boy band poster. A map on the wall. A public bath door curtain. Snowboard.
We should go skiing.
That was out of nowhere.
Is that a no?
Of course it is. We're in the middle of an investigation.
For real.
What? You don't want to go night skiing on my bunny hills?
Oh my god. Ma'am, yes, but this is not the time.
I will not allow such scandalous behavior.
Thank you,
I
Iva.
was just kidding. What are you, jealous?
I think she might be. Aw. Skis. A symbol. A stationary bike. It's a floaty.
Consider it a good luck charm. So you don't drown when you sink.
Lol. It's a floaty. I'm curious if I just didn't know some of these things before, because I do not remember all of these things being here. A mysterious mask is displayed on the wall. A mysterious mask is displayed on the wall.
Grandpa. Answer me, Grandpa.
We learned about that from the first time. I'm really worried about her mental health now. A mysterious mask is displayed on the wall.
Merry Christmas.
It's November.
Hey, it is November when recording this, and I think when this comes out. A decorated Christmas tree. That's been here since the first time I was in this room. A plaster figure. There's a lot of stuff hanging on the coat hanger. Looks like umbrellas. There's a pendant adorning the wall. Okay, cool. Got all that done, and that only took like 10 minutes. About so.
Congressman Sajima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A.
Okay.
3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We still don't know exactly why.
I like these little recaps.
He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sajima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories. Yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris.
He might be an ASAP fan. Where's So now?
I sent him home yesterday.
Makes sense.
You released him?
We don't have grounds to hold him.
What was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
Yeah. A dream changing reality.
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium. And that changed the history of the real world?
Maybe?
Well, I guess it's not impossible.
I mean, is this one of those, like, if we rewrite our memories, we're basically rewriting the past and rewriting the truth? And we can use that to heal traumas and stuff?
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now.
I like rolling with punches.
A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
Yes. As a moon witch, I very much know.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
Interesting. About prophetic dreams.
Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium.
Okay.
It must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
That is a true statement. Boss's knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to. Boss is sitting on the desk. I didn't click the coffee maker. A coffee maker.
There's something about a man who likes his coffee black. Black coffee puts hair on your chest.
Okay.
Does it now?
Good enough reason for me to never drink black coffee.
And somewhere lower.
I understand. You're referring to Date's leg hair.
I love you, Aiba.
It is quite prominent.
The coffee maker is sitting on the shelf. About Renju.
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Yeah. Misuki. Oh, I don't have a voice for Renju. I don't even know what he sounds like. Let's see. Misuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away. I'm kidding him.
There are
Obnoxious
3
voice.
possibilities.
I don't know what he sounds like.
1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder.
Okay.
2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene.
Or 3, someone posed as Renju.
3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, the motive is still unknown.
Yep.
We need to talk to Renju.
Renju, where did you go?
Where is Renju?
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct?
Yes.
It is possible she may have something for you by now.
I asked Moma for information too, but I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Momo can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right?
Yeah.
Aiba told me about her.
A dream changing reality?
It is absurd. Not possible.
Okay, but like, we don't know how all this circuitry stuff works. Like, Pewter explained explicitly that we don't know how it works.
Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality?
No, but that would be really nice.
If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
I think I need to be having more interesting dreams.
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating. Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
Where is Iris now?
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS.
Kind of creepy, but I mean,
She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscate building.
okay. Does that work? About Okiura Fishery.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Okay.
another connection to Renju.
Yeah. Everything's connected to Renju. Everything's surrounding him, and
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju.
interesting.
The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
Interesting, though. That's still a connection to him. It could be like a framing type deal, because it does point more towards him.
Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management.
To be clear, I do feel like it's trying to set up Renju as, like, the culprit at times. I feel like it's trying to set up So as culprit at times. We really don't have enough information to say anything for sure, and that's part of why I haven't made any actual accusations, just a lot of theories.
In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
I agree.
It certainly is suspicious.
About Okiura Fishery.
I would suggest searching the warehouse again.
Okay.
You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
Okay, so it looks like I think today's going to be another day of just going around and investigating. I think that's kind of how the days go, is we have... The day starts, we do investigation stuff, and then at the end of the day we're going to have somniums and stuff. I was line of sight. That's all. Cool. Summary.
There were 4 people I should talk to. So Sejima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama.
And maybe Moma.
And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
Yes.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Okay.
Let's get moving.
Okay, 5 options. I don't want to go to the Sejima residence or the warehouse right now. I want to go talk to Mama. I like Mama. As a trans woman, I like Mama. I forgot to read what it said.
You need more info on Ren?
A little bit.
I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I see.
More clicking on stuff. Okay. There's a TV on the wall.
Care to watch some riveting videos with balls and holes?
Ooh, billiards.
Sorry, I don't like golf.
Huh. There's a TV on the wall. There are bottles of alcohol on the shelf. There's a beer tap. A beer tap.
Hey, Date. You know what I say when I turn into a drunk devil?
No.
Dev Ale.
Oh. A beer tap. I like her humor. It's a menu. It has writing on the back. The bar counter. I'm gonna click on the refrigerator again, but if you fat shame Mama again by comparing her to that fridge, I'm going to smack you, Date. Bottles on the counter. There are bottles lined up on the counter.
You're so cold,
God.
Mama.
Date! Just slap.
Hey, I'm over here.
I just slapped my own hand for that effect. Don't worry, that was not actually violence. It wasn't even a good hit. A refrigerator. There's music playing over the radio. A picture on the wall. St. Sebastian, I think we said. The specials are written on the chalkboard.
Hey, Mama, what's with the pizza, fish, and chips?
People used to call me that on the internet all the time. Guess it's stuck.
Pizza, fish, and chips. Ah, I see. Piece of fucking shit.
Oh. I never would have got that. A sofa. There's a table in front of the sofa. There's a poster on the wall. Taxi drives her. What is this? It looks like a poster for something. There's a poster on the wall. Okay. A stool. I think that's everything. Cool. Talking to Mama time. Why are you always brushing that fish?
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
It's repetitive, stimming nature. I mean, it's a stim. Self-soothing. About Renju.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yeah, I know.
We investigated them.
I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Talent scandal?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
I wonder if Hitomi has something to do with them as well. I wonder if...
Hey,
Somnium.
Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
Hey kid, ever seen a dead body? I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
And that is an answer.
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one, countless bodies.
Interesting.
When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams.
Interesting.
I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family.
Okay.
Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water. And they pass. Just like that. Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown.
Interesting. Like,
Police almost never investigated.
yeah, stage them as suicides.
It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits.
Okay. Not approving of this, but it makes sense. Solid grift.
I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So I... Why am I telling you all this?
Because it's a lot and you need to share with your friend. Look, y'all, opening up about your problems, opening up about your trauma can be a very healthy and cathartic thing. Like, it's a good thing to do. Especially for men. They need to do this more.
Are you going to arrest me?
I took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout.
Probably statute of limitations might apply as well, or at least make Renju feel better.
But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Okay. That's a nice little trauma dump. I approve. How's it going?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
I think that would be a wonderful idea. I think Date would gain a lot from that experience.
Absolutely not.
You're missing out. Summarize for me.
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry, I'm not much help.
Just some backstory drop for Renju.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight?
Probably.
There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight.
Okay.
If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright. Mama is polishing a dried bonito fish. Okay. That was quick. Let's go off to the Sagan residence. Sagan residence, Monday.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
It's okay, we did too.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
For real.
No, I didn't do anything.
There's some... okay, we're gonna start with the stereo. A speaker system. A wooden shelf. A plant. There are pineapples growing in the corner. That's what I thought anyways, but then I realized it was just a plant. A plant. You can see the trees and sky outside. A blooming winter iris. It's supposed to be a sign of good news and hope. A cushion. A telephone in the corner.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
Okay, so the dad was still around 6 years ago.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time.
Okay,
It was only for 3 months, but
okay. Why are you still hanging the picture up?
I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district?
Okay, no, because I don't live in Japan.
I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan.
Okay,
Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach.
okay.
I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
That's assault.
I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes,
Sorry, I completely like just dissociated there for a second. Okay, yeah, because I could not remember what she said. That, anyways.
Then I heard footsteps. And then a bunch of men yelling.
Okay.
They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance. And don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal. So I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Interesting.
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Probably someone with the Kumakura. This is interesting. This is so many red flags. Look, if somebody sexually assaults you, like... Oh my god.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together.
Girlie, you are not okay.
The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him, and I was falling in love.
Yeah, I don't... this is... Do not approve.
Our second kiss was in the car.
You are giving us way too much information. I'm enjoying it too much.
It's cliché, I know. But we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse, and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you.
Because he didn't.
But we both knew. We were getting closer and closer.
Okay, that's a connection to the warehouse district. That's... Interesting. Interesting.
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I
Oh,
first met
she's so
him.
cute.
Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting.
Okay, I'm starting to get a theory here. I want to keep clicking through the picture, and then I'll share the theory.
Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic. But those days didn't last.
Okay.
6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came.
I think he was Yakuza.
He wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
He wanted to kill him and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him.
That's when your arm got hurt.
The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime.
And he also committed a crime when he met you.
I don't know the details, but it was awful.
It's reminding me of what... Okay.
So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
Okay.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time, because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too.
And you don't want that.
I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
The truth of the incident. You didn't want to taint her understanding and her idea of what her father figure was actually like. You wanted to preserve that memory for her, but she also deserved to know the truth about the man, because we're all complicated like this. Like, that's the thing. Hiding the truth to protect someone isn't protecting them forever.
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
There's a drawing on the wall. Iris drew it when she was 12. Okay. So, what I was going to say is, comparing that to the story that we just heard in the memory flashback with Renju, it seems like the father figure was Yakuza, and might have even... I'm worried that Hitomi might have been a mark. I'm worried this all could have been a setup and that it was all faked even at this point. But there's also potential that, you know, she was a mark, he was the one supposed to get the trust and get the access so that they could rob her, steal stuff, whatever. But then he could have actually fallen in love and refused to go through with it, which is why they sent someone else to finish it. These are both, I think, possible ways that that story goes with the information we have. That was a lot of lore, and that was interesting. There are some elementary workbooks on the table, but looking closely, one in the middle is different. It's wrestling. How to handle a monster parent. That's different. There are elementary workbooks and a self-help book on the table. There's some tea on the coffee table. So then shouldn't it be a tea table? Steam is rising from the tea. There's a door in the back of the room. Hitomi is sitting on the sofa. It's a kitchen counter. A refrigerator.
Date, a riddle.
Hey, I was hoping we'd get another riddle.
A man-eating alligator lives in a river.
Okay.
There are no bridges or boats. How do you cross?
By not being a man.
Well, let's see. You jump across?
Wrong. The solution is simple. You just swim across.
A man-eating alligator lives in a river. How do you cross? You just swim across. I don't get it.
But what about the man-eating alligator?
He's at a convention out of town.
There's the joke. That was a good one, Iba.
He isn't in the river.
He just lives there. He's not there right now. A refrigerator. A microwave. There are a lot of dishes. A bookshelf. There are no books in it, but it's definitely a bookshelf, like a ski resort with no skiers. A bookshelf by the wall. The lights are off, but you're not home. There's a calendar and a strange object on the shelf. And I hate this. It's a shoebox. Thank you for not doing something weird. It's the front door. I was so worried he was going to do something weird. Again. It's Monday. Isn't it a school day?
Today's a holiday.
We should know that.
I suppose there's never a day off for a detective. Oh, but you aren't a detective, right?
Yeah, that's right. You have no idea what we do.
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I see. Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
Lol. Where is Renju?
You asked me that yesterday.
That's not what you said. You didn't say the same thing that's written there. Did something happen to him? There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
Right from the hospital?
Right from the hospital. Okay, wait, she's reading it again.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
About Iris.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born.
Mm-hmm.
People didn't take kindly to that.
No, people are judgmental and jerks.
But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me.
Other mother? Coraline?
Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
I'm sorry, I have so many comments. From the psychology knowledge I know, I'm just like, oh. Iris has both mommy issues and daddy issues, and I feel bad for her, but I get it. What about your parents?
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away.
Okay.
They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school.
Okay.
It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late.
You wanted to keep the life you had as best you could, and it became really hard, and I'm sorry you had to deal with that, girlie.
So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was 2 years later.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes.
Renju seems like an actually good guy sometimes. He seems like he gets it. A lot of these people seem like they understand that, like, criminals, people do bad things not because they're bad people, but just life is complicated. About Iris.
It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park.
Okay. I wonder if that's the memory we saw when we met Iris that looked like we were playing patty cake with her.
It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid. Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too. Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them.
That's so cute.
I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but
She's... I really relate to Iris.
before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was.
About Iris.
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping. Even at convenience stores, when their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once.
Only once?
She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by.
Ooh.
It was playing loud music out the windows.
Oh, that's... I see where this is going.
She climbed up to the top and started dancing.
Ooh, this is not exactly what I thought, but that's scary.
But she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly.
Okay.
It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. "Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance?" She cried and cried into my shoulder.
Yeah, oh.
It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true.
Oh?
There-
Oh, sorry, I thought that it was the next line. There was one other time as well. What was the other time?
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting.
Mm-hmm.
After the surgery, Iris came in running. And she was sobbing. swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me. More important than my own life.
Summarize for me.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Hitomi is touching her right shoulder with her left hand. Yes, she's been doing that a lot. Alright, we still have 3 more places to investigate. But I think that's good for a good stopping spot for this episode. Thank you all again for joining me. I am really enjoying this investigation phase. We'll get to finish it up next time. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye!